Alright, welcome to Geometry Lesson 1. Today we're going to start out with shapes. Well, actually that's not entirely true. First we're going to start out with what shapes are made out of. Many people assume that the top, middle, and bottom are lines, but that's not actually true. The bottom, right here, is in fact a line because it extends indefinitely in both directions, indicated by the arrows here and here. The middle is called a ray. Think about it like a ray of sunlight. It extends indefinitely in one direction, but it has a source where it has to come from first, and therefore it is not a line. Lastly, we have a segment. A segment, or a line segment, is just like a line, but it has start and end points. Segments are what we'll use mostly to make sides of triangles and rectangles and so on, while lines and rays will usually be used in constructing angles. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's move on to making basic shapes. The most basic and common shape in geometry is the triangle. A triangle consists of 3 segments, rays, or lines that form together to make a closed shape. The 3 angles inside a triangle, which are right here, here, and here, all add up to be 180 degrees. Always. The sides of a triangle, right here, here, and here, can vary, but the angles must add up to 180 degrees. However, right triangles, or triangles that are made with one angle that is exactly 90 degrees, are special. Their sides, labeled A, B, and C, are part of an equation called the Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Remember, this is only with triangles that have at least, one right angle. You cannot have a triangle with 2 right angles. Next up is the parallelogram. I know what you're thinking. That is most definitely a rectangle. Well, is it? In geometry, we can typically assume that lines are straight, which does mean that this has a rectangle as it has 4 right angles. But say I give you something like this. How do you know that this is not 89 degrees and this 91 degrees? You can't automatically assume right angles unless I give them to you, like I did right here, 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 and here. Rectangles and squares have 4 right angles. Lastly for today is the circle. Circles have a couple things that you should know about them. First is the radius. That is the line from here to here, so from one side of the circle to the other, cut in half. You see, the full length of the circle is the diameter. However, this is the radius. Instead of saying that a circle has a perimeter, like we do with every other shape, circles get something special called a circumference. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and be sure to come back for next week when we'll learn more about shapes in geometry.